Aflao border. The officials were filmed on camera receiving various sums of money from the travelers on these routes. This is in spite of President Akufo-Addo's announcement of the closure of land borders to limit the spread of COVID-19. This reporter and his team were never subjected to the regular check when entering the country through an unapproved route. An official and a commercial motor operator the investigative team decided to call, Peter, said he has been carrying passengers through unapproved routes since the official closure of the border. The immigration officials are at the border post. However, they demand monies to allow people to pass through the unapproved routes. They take 10 cedis from the Ghana and Togo ends of the border when using the unapproved routes, he claimed. Maybe his point is just a claim. So the team decided to verify while Peter gave the project lead a ride from Ghana to Togo. I'm sure they wanted to say project leader. They met this immigration official from the Ghana Immigration Service at one of the unapproved routes. The officer was caught on camera at one of the unapproved routes demanding 5 Ghana cedis to allow us to use the unapproved route into Ghana. This, oh my God, is terrible. Hear me? My brother, my sister, COVID-19, borders have been closed. You cannot cross and you cannot come in. If it is that urgent and you want to go, you might just go seek clearance, my brother, my sister, so that at least some checks could be done on you, or better still, you could even fly. Officials at the border who are supposed to help minimize the spread of the disease are taking less than $1 to allow people in. In no time, we will hear, oh, that the virus has spiraled. It has become bigger. People are dying. Oh, the cases are increasing. And they will blame it on people who are having concerts and people who are partying. My brother, my sister, listen, I've said it time and again. There is no way, my brother, my sister, we would make it in this country if we don't change our attitudes. There is absolutely no way. Now, immigration officer, with all respect, if you take 5 cedis from Togolese to come in, 5 cedis from some other people to come in, where is your dignity? How much are you paid a month? My brother, my sister, you see, the way you represent your country at the borders is very important. When people are arriving in this country, some of them have some very negative minds about this country, right from the airports and their other points of entry. For instance, people arrive in Ghana and immigration officers are hovering around them like hungry bees, asking them for goodies. We all saw what happened during the year of return. People asking for money, left, right, and center. Oh, what did you bring for me from America? What did you bring for me from here? Jamaica has that very terrible name for begging. In fact, it's been in the news time and again that if you have a Jamaican friend and you happen to live in Canada, in America, you better not pick up their phone calls. You know what they do? You pick up the phone call. Oh, me want beg you for a little this. Me want beg you for a little that. A country of beggars. Ghana is a worse country of beggars when you get to know Ghana. What Ghanaians don't like is the fact that you have an accent. You speak with an American accent or you speak with a British accent, then that's it. Everybody starts running after you. If you are a female, you will see men proposing love left, right, and center, and you know this is not genuine love. They are only coming for your money. My brother, my sister, swindlers all of a sudden start hovering around you to try and take your money. Market women increase the price 10 times the original price, all because we speak with a different accent. My brother, my sister, what kind of training was given the immigration officers? My brother, my sister, patriotism. Have they been taken through a course in patriotism? I've said it time and again. If all our churches in Ghana can dedicate only 5 minutes to give a sermon on patriotism, every church gathering, my brother, my sister, Ghana would be heaven. Somebody is in church and his mind is right after this church service, I am going to break the law. And he's sitting down waiting for the church service to be over. Even the pastor who is giving the sermon is taking money from armed robbers and praying for them. Recently we saw a prophet who was praying for a fraudulent guy to go out there and swindle people. My brother, my sister, this is not Nana Akufo-Addo's fault. Neither can you say it's Mohammed's fault entirely. It is our fault. What kind of upbringing do we have? What are our schools teaching us? Our parents, what are they teaching us? The educational system, does it have any room for patriotism? Moral education? Or have we left everything on the parents at home? People are stealing traffic lights. People are stealing bulbs. People are breaking down traffic lights and street lights to go and sell as scrap to Chinese. Galamsey is all over the place. All these things are destroying the country. No patriotism. If we had an iota of patriotism, my brother, my sister, this would be a great country. Imagine a flower border. It's supposed to be our busiest border, land border. My brother, my sister, people are taking 5 Ghana cedis and allowing people to come in. No test, nothing. You satisfy your belly right now, yet you are killing thousands. Need I talk more? My brother, my sister, they might be at the border, they're taking 5 cedis. What are their conditions of service over there? Are they giving good accommodation? What are their salaries like? We just heard that Mr. President has increased the salaries of soldiers in this country by 40%. What happened to the salaries of the police? What happened to the salaries of the immigration officers? How about the fire officers? Oh, the prison officers. Have they been increased too? Or is it because every time we hear about any coup d'etat is the soldiers? So for that matter, it's a form of bribery to hold them down? I'm just asking questions. Let's think about this, my brother, my sister. Love this country. You can't do this in America. You can't do this in Germany. You cannot do this even in Algeria or Morocco. That citizens of the country, the taxpayers' money has been used to train you, and all you do is to betray the country. Allow people to cheaply give you 5 cedis. It's the same thing with the police. People breaking traffic rules and regulations, and you take 2 cedis, 5 cedis to allow them to pass and go, to kill more people. Why would they get a valid driver's license? No, if they can give you 1 cedi and drive through. Why would they get any valid papers if they can give you 1 cedi and drive through? Think about it, my brother, my sister. I'm still waiting for that president who will look at the morals and the attitudes of the people seriously. No president except Kwame Nkrumah did that. Aliu Mahama tried to do something. It worked. What happened, my brother, my sister? Our values have now been thrown to the dogs. We have no respect for decency anymore. We have no respect for patriotism. Yet we sing a national anthem that we don't understand. Or is it because the national anthem is in English? But we also have some patriotic songs that are in the local dialects. What happened to our values? I'll leave it here. But to all the immigration officers, it's a shame. Lawyers and judges who are supposed to fight for our rights are taking goats to free armed robbers and other criminals in this country. Lawyers and judges, high court judges, were caught on camera by the kind courtesy of Anas, Armiyao Anas, taking goats as bribe to free armed robbers. Some of the armed robbers, when they were even freed, they were shocked. They were shocked that they were freed because they killed multitudes, only to go to court and be told that I've squashed the case, you are free, go. All because they took a goat. Can we trust these people? Why are you so cheap? Everybody is in a hurry to build a house. Everybody is in a hurry to live the life of the social media. Everybody is in a hurry to drive a fast car. Nobody is in a hurry to stay behind and lead the blind. Nobody is in a hurry to sacrifice for the next generation to live better. It's my time. I got to enjoy myself. I don't care about who comes next. That is the attitude of our people in this country, and it's so shameful. It has translated into the political fiber of this country. Your leaders are all thieves, stealing night and day, no respect for the common man in the ghetto. Your president is flying 15,000 pounds an hour in a private jet that has 2 bathrooms. He wants to have a shower whilst in the skies, so that he will go into the Guinness Book of Records as the only African president who had his shower whilst flying 72,000 feet above sea level. What a joker president. You have a president who is gallivanting around the country, my brother, my sister, gallivanting around the globe like Gulliver, meeting other Lilliputians. Some people won't understand this till they smoke marijuana tonight. Your president has turned himself into Gulliver, traveling around the globe, meeting other Lilliputians. My brother, my sister, and at the end of the day, the little money that he goes begging for, he uses that to pay judgment debt. What's the sense in this? Then they come with propaganda that cocoa is doing very well, and it is time to sell the cocoa and make money. They team up with Bloomberg and do cheap propaganda for this country. When we know cocoa farms are all dying out, the European Union is saying that, hey, we can't deal with Ghana's cocoa anymore. It's all polluted, and the land is even bad for the growth of cocoa. But no, they will do propaganda with the lives of the people. They don't care. They are wicked. Any man who will do propaganda with your life is the devil's uncle. Any man who will do propaganda with the lives of the people, my brother, my sister, is the devil himself. How can you watch people die in night and day? Then you come with your tails between your legs and say, oh, we care about you. Some Siamese twins, we are going to separate them and the presidency will pay. To hell with the presidency's money. Build a hospital so that will depend on health insurance rather than freebies from the presidency. We don't need that. That's a joke. How many people don't agree? How many people don't agree? How many people think I'm speaking foolishness? It's your country. It's my country. Let us speak truth to power. If we don't do that, trust me, man, we are all going to be pouring water in a basket. We will never see the day that the basket will be full. Think about it. Immigration officers, 5 Ghana cities. The other day in the Volta region, just last year, child slavery. They were throwing little children into the sea whilst they struggled to die. My brother, my sister, the fishes would come around in their numbers, and fishermen would catch the fish and allow the little boys to die. They were using the little boys as what? Bait for fish. Are you human beings? Since when have Africans become so wicked and so cold-hearted, cold-blooded, like tortoises and lizards. How can you catch a human being that the mother sold this child to you as a slave? So you use this child as a bait to catch fishes. It took CNN to uncover this stupidity and wickedness in this country. I know many people say, hey, did it really happen? Just Google it. Yesterday, a friend of mine from Malawi sent me this same story and asked me, Blakk Rasta, is this true? I said, unfortunately, yes, it is. When this story came out, the presidency denied it night and day, until finally they agreed that aspects of the thing are true, and they want to join hands with CNN to investigate it and try and save the people. What tomfoolery. Let's call a spade a spade. If this country gets better, it's for all of us. We have hit the street already. Mad movement against disorder. We will continue doing that until this country gets better. My brother, my sister, it has nothing to do with tribalism. We hate it. It has nothing to do with racism. We hate that. It has nothing to do with politics. It has all to do with humanity. Think about it. In the Volta region, women who are so poor sell their children out to fishermen. And when you hear the amounts they sell these little children for, even fish in the market is more expensive than that. Some of them 100 Ghana cedis, 200 Ghana cedis. So if you come from America, my brother, my sister, with $500, you have the chance of taking home back to America more than 10 children from that area. They sell them cheaply to the fishermen. Fishermen take them through arduous tasks. They never sleep. They work night and day. My brother, my sister, when the fisherman goes to sea and realizes that he's not catching fish, superstition. They believe that once they throw the little child into the water and the child is struggling to die and is getting limp, fishes will come. And they do that. You see the children struggling and they die night and day. Government said it was not aware. It took CNN to move all the way from America, come down to Ghana, investigate and reveal this wickedness. Are we human beings? Are we human beings? Can we call ourselves human beings with this cold blood? With a DNA that cannot be described? Indescribable DNA. Sure. I'll leave it here, my brother. I'm going to tackle the next thing quickly. God have mercy. This morning when I was leaving my house, I saw that there was so much smoke in the skies. Then I had calls coming in, people telling me, oh, Blakk Rasta, what can you do? Can you announce it on radio? The place has caught fire. I said, which place? Makola had caught fire. I said, but the fire service is not too far away from there. Well, it's been captured here. And this is by the national communicator, the graphic. I read, lack of access to water impedes Makola building fire fighting. And Makola is one of the busiest places in Africa, not only in Ghana. Makola is our marketplace. It is where everything is sold. Virtually everything. And it's thick. It caught fire today. I read. Lack of access to water in the Central Business District, CBD of Accra, was a major hindrance in battling Monday morning's fire outbreak in a building at Makola in Accra. Even though there are fire hydrants in the Central Business District, there was no water in them at the time of fighting the fire, according to the mayor of Accra. Hallelujah. He said the fire tenders which were mobilized for the firefighting had to trek longer distances to refill at places such as Kwame Nkrumah Circle. There were 7 fire tenders at the scene of the fire, and within 8 minutes their tanks were emptied and they had to go and refill. Since there was no water in the hydrants in the CBD, that's the Central Business District, they had to go to longer distances to refill. I'll leave it here. Doesn't it sound like some ancient, prehistoric life? I remember when, in my village, several hundred years ago, we all used to fill buckets with water and rush to a burning heart and hooah, and run back, fetch, come, hooah, like that. That's what the fire service is doing in modern times. They don't even have the fire service vans that have that thing that can rise to a certain height for them to climb. No. They are trying to use whatever they have. With all respect to fire service, I know that sometimes your backs are pushed against the wall. I will not be harsh on you, but just look at what is happening. Look at how the whole place is in a serious inferno. The whole place has caught fire. My brother, my sister, and fire service comes there. Every place has a fire hydrant. In other words, where you can just push in your how's it called, tube, whatever it is, and then you get water and then spray the place. Fire service, do they check the fire hydrants time after time? Or do they wait until there is an inferno? Then they start running around hoping that there will be water in the fire hydrants. Prehistoric foolishness. It hurts me that the president is running around the country, running around the globe, begging for money that he cannot pay in his lifetime. You all saw what happened a few weeks back when Mr. President went to the EU and told the people there that, hey, listen, Africa cannot pay you the loans, so all the debts we can't pay. Free us the debts. Cancel all the debts because we cannot pay. Coronavirus has hit us so hard. I laughed and I almost wanted to fizzle into another planet, because this doesn't make sense in these times on earth. Maybe in the days of the president it made sense, but in these days that is not sensible. My brother, you have to be credit-worthy. Now we are getting information, and it's in the news, that the World Bank is warning Ghana to be careful about how much money is borrowing. Did you read that too? Remember, about 2 months ago, there was another such warning from the IMF. Now it is the World Bank that says, hey, Ghana, you are borrowing too much. And we know your president is 77 years old. He won't live to pay these debts. Are you ready to pay? Be very, very, very judicious with your borrowing. How many people have read that in the news today? Propaganda. They pay people to sit on radio and speak foolishness. They don't pay people to think. They pay the so-called party foot soldier communicators, who I call miscommunicators and noise makers, who sit on radio and all they do, my brother, my sister, is to bark like Alsatian dogs. After that, they clap for them, praising them for how hot their insults were. In this country, it's all about insults. My brother, this broadcast that I'm doing, sometimes when you even look at the comments, it's insults. People cannot have a very nice conversation without hurling insults at each other. No, we haven't reached that level yet. We are uncivilized. No communication. There would never be a civil discourse. No, amongst us now. It's all about who insults the hottest. Oh, this guy. Now, no, hey, wait, or did you attempt to my brother, my sister? With that attitude, we will continue to have fire service go and fire for 8 minutes and run another 600 miles to fetch water, come and spray for another 2 minutes. By what time it returns, the whole building has been grazed down flat. Look at people standing there, videoing the whole place. If this was my village, people would carry sand and go up there, carry water and go out there. At the end of the day, 100 people would quench this fire. I'll bet 2 people would lose their lives. But watch it. The whole building has been grazed to the ground. How much will this cost? Need I say more? Fire service. Don't be cheap. Yes, you have a sleepy president, but you guys are young guys. Wake up. Your president is fast asleep. You got to wake up. Very soon they will blame this on Mahama. Canada Japan will come out and say and use all kinds of unprintable words on Mahama. That Mahama caused the burning of this. It's NDC that is burning all the markets. Wait. Canada Japan will come out. Hey, Mahama, and use all kinds of unprintable words on the former president. He, and mention some other names, Akamba, why, and all those people. They are responsible for burning all these markets. Jesus Christ. Ostriches in power. They never face the real problem. They hide under the problem and talk jazz. To all those who lost their money, their property in this inferno, probably next time you come into this country, you won't give 4 more to do magic. 4 more for inferno. I sympathize with you. God bless you. We'll leave it here. Now, my brother, my sister, I'm going to tackle another very important thing right now. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Hear me now. I'm reading this from Ghana Web. It's supposed to be the biggest when it comes to news from Ghana. And it says, supporters of Bawumia boo Alan Kyerematen at Ochridakun's father's funeral. Those of you who don't know Ochridakun, that is the pseudo prime minister of this country. He's the president's cousin. Many people believe that he's the one truly running this country and not his sleepy uncle. I read, members of a group referring to themselves as Friends of Bawumia for 2024, FOB, that's Friends of Bawumia, booed Alan Kyerematen, the trade and industry minister, during the funeral of the late father of Gabi Asari Ochridakun. The over 100 members of the group who were spotted in the same branded t-shirts and holding huge banners at the funeral at Koforidua stormed the grounds and forecourt of the St. George's Catholic Church auditorium during the burial service and mobbed the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, in what StarFMOnline.com described as an uncomfortable manner. The report added that the group then moved to jeering Alan Kyerematen, who has been pitched against the number 2 man as being the biggest challenge that Mahmoud Bawumia could have in his bid to represent the New Patriotic Party as a candidate going into the next major elections. Hear this. Hear this. And this was published today, July 5, Monday, 2021. The Vice President is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Trade Minister is Alan Kyerematen. They belong to the same party. They both have in their minds that when the sleepy president finally leaves to continue with his sleeping, Bawumia would then take over and try to be president. They call it breaking the 8. In other words, in Ghana, normally after 8 years in power, the next party comes into power. So breaking the 8 simply means after the sleepy president goes away after 8 years, lying Bawumia, comedian Bawumia, would become president. And then Alan Kyerematen is giving him a run for his money. So at the funeral, a place to honor the dead for the last, they decide to take politics there. no manners, no decorum. Fans are in Baumea t-shirts. And you'll be shocked that some of these guys are even sponsored. If this was your father's funeral, would you be happy that these idiots are fighting there? If this was your father's funeral, you have lost your father, you want some serenity, you want some calm atmosphere where you can reminisce, then idiots go there and they are jeering, booing, and insulting each other, all because of politics. Are we human beings? Please, are we human beings? Are we human beings? Baumia wants to be president. There's a man of God who says he will never be president because when he comes in, he's going to promote Islam and forget about Christianity. Some foolish utterances. And you check these things out and it hurts. Islamophobia. Prophets are talking. Charlatans are also talking. Now, how is Nana Addo going to take this? People are already mudslinging each other at no other place but a funeral. That is how dirty politics is. They are mudslinging and misbehaving at the time people have been shot and killed at Ijra. Muslims. The people who were shot and killed at Ijra were not Hindus. Neither were they Confucianists. They were not Baha'is. These were Muslims. But no, what do I care? He's a Muslim vice president. So what? The power is more important to him than the lives of the people who went down. True or false? Listen. Jesus have mercy. I leave it here. Let me not go too much into some of these things. I leave it here, my brother, my sister. And I need you to really check out some of these things. Sometimes you look at them and you wonder if this is really happening in this country. My brother, my sister, I want to take you to South Africa. Hear what is happening in South Africa. Jacob Zuma is supposed to go to jail for 15 months. The South African courts have spoken. Can that happen in Ghana? Which former president has ever gone to jail? My brother, my sister, before the opposition even comes into power, they discredit the president in power. He's a thief. He's a liar. He's stealing money. Yet when they come in, they don't even move a limb to solicit all the stolen money. The way Nana Addo made so much noise about Mahama, I never believed that Mahama will still be walking free. He's a thief. He's stolen so much money. Oh, this. Today he's walking for free. Nobody has put him on trial. Jacob Zuma, 15 months in prison. And hear what happened. His fans decided to surround his house and prevent the security forces from taking him to jail. My brother, my sister, these are the things that happen here. When thieves in power steal a lot of money, all they do is to give the coins to a few charlatans to protect them wherever they go. True or false? A few charlatans take this money and then they stand supporting the thievery and the foolishness. My brother, my sister, Jacob Zuma is going to jail. Whether he likes it or not, it is time for him to go to jail because of what he did. My brother, my sister, I want this to happen in Ghana as well. I want to see all those politicians, my brother, my sister, who are stealing. Those politicians who have no respect for human beings. no respect for decency. All they know to do is steal night and day. But may I know, Mr. President, all his travels around the world, the finance minister was supposed to give us the cost. What is still holding the cost back? Is it too humongous to mention? Can we know? I am interested in knowing this. My brother, I leave it here. Now let me take you to Wa. Over the weekend, we all saw what happened in Wa. Soldier men in uniform, went out in the Wa township, slapping and beating people up, forced some of them to lie down in gutters whilst they slapped them and kicked them. There was an instance where a madman was also accosted and given a beating of his mad life. Women were slapped, men were slapped. Some were forced to lie down in gutters whilst the soldiers kicked them with their heavy boots and slapped the hell out of their lives. What was the reason? That's the video there. You see the people in the gutters being kicked and slapped. You see, bring your face, pa, give you a slap, and then slap them. You will see the madman who was also accosted and kicked left, right, and center. Look at the soldiers. Look at them. Raise somebody, pa, slap the person, let the person lie there. Whap, whap. My God, up may see the number of people lying down in the gutters. And this is supposed to be a democratic country. Look at the Aboboya, that Indian truck there. Catch people, slap them left, right, and center. See, no mercy. Slapping them brought the whole township to a standstill. My brother, my sister, slapping them left, right, and this is Wa in the northern region of Ghana. That's the upper west. See them, pa. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. People whose tax has been used to educate you people and train you to support them. I want to see the part where the madman was accosted and slapped. Then you would see the madman was almost walking naked from the top. And these guys caught him up, beat the hell out of him, and were not ready to let him go. When people were saying, oh, these are madmen, this is a madman. No, they did not care. Now the big question is, why were they doing this? They said one of them said somebody stole his mobile phone. Because of a stolen mobile phone, all the people in the area had to be slapped like this in modern Ghana. Now these pictures you are seeing were not shot 700 years ago. This is just last week. Look at this. Slapping people and beating people left, right, and center, my brother, my sister. Look, the people you are supposed to protect, they are the people who have become your punching bags because of a mobile phone. You will be shocked that this missing mobile phone, my brother, my sister, is not even 100 Ghana cedis. He's slapping, beating people. Look how many soldiers were involved in this. My brother, my sister, why am I talking about this? A lot of these boys are party foot soldiers, loyal to the party in government. Oh, when we come into power, we will give you a free entry, wholesale entry into the army. Qualification or no qualification, come. Why is Blakk Rasta saying this? We all know what happened at the last elections. The by-elections that happened. We saw national security people bearded and wearing masks long before coronavirus even came, slapping MPs and slapping everybody, shot and killed some people. And when an inquiry was initiated, some of them could not even speak basic English. In what language were they trained? They were asked at the inquiry, at the commission, my brother, my sister, were you trained on how to manage your anger? They had never heard anything called anger management. You all watched it, right? At the Emil Short Commission. And when Emil Short, an accomplished lawyer, came out with the findings that our own government instituted or commissioned, the government decided to pick 2 of them and say, okay, we'll deal with this, but the rest of them will not agree. We will not. That's what they said at the presidency. MPs were slapped. And we all saw that on social media. If this was the days when 1 or 2 government TV stations control the whole country, your guess would be just as good as mine. It will never come out. They refused. So the taxpayers' money went down the drain. Today, these are the same party foot soldiers. They said that they are going to get all those people involved in this slapping exercise. And they will deal with them. Trust me, my brother, my sister, that's what should have been done. But why are we always in a hurry to kill rather than to prevent? Do you think American soldiers will be slapping people on the street like this? Where's human rights? Do you think that Canadian soldiers will go out like this and be slapping indigents whose tax money was used to take them to army school? These are the same boys who would aim, shoot, and kill protesters. To all those who died in Ejura, you are martyrs. May your bodies, minds, and soul rest in perfect peace. You died in the honor of this country. You died at the hands of party foot soldiers who have become terrorists. The militarization of this country, my brother, my sister, has become phenomenal. Year of return. You brought all these people. At the end of the day, where are they? All the millions of people who came for the year of return. If you can even count 7 that are left, you have done well. Where are they? They came in and saw your real attitudes, your stealing, your lack of decency, rule of law, 0. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you for coming along with me on this very precious journey of Pan-Africanism and consciousness. It's been the Black Pot. Monday to Friday, we do this all the way from 3:30 all the way down to 4:30. I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you. We have only one country. No matter how much we hate our country, it will be sad to go to another country as refugees, or to say, oh, I don't come from this country at all because of the shame that comes out of it. Let's come together and fix it so we can be proud of it. My name is Blakk Rasta. Thanks so much to Emeka Okpara, and of course Abeku handling the machines down there. My producer, One Boy Next Door, alongside One Malam Tonga. Sometimes I feel like going out there and catching all these politicians, one after the other, and boxing them in their faces and putting their heads in a noose, pushing them out into their destinies straight to hell. My name